What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Tyler from Paradise Entertainment here with another video. Today we're going to be continuing with our World of Warcraft 7.2 Legion Guide series, and today we will be showing our Blood Death Knight tank PvE guide. So it's going to be the basics just like the couple last videos. Leave a like if you like the video, drop a comment below if you have a question or you would like to suggest a future class guide. Subscribe if you haven't already, click the bell to get notifications on our future videos, and let's go ahead and get right into this guide. Alright guys, here's a quick rundown of what we're going to be going over in this guide. First we're going to be doing stat priority, then artifact path, then towns, then rotation, and finally CDs and mitigation. I'm going to be leaving links in the description so you guys can go to exactly where you want to go. And also, if you guys just want to watch the rest of the video, hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into this. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off with our stat priority. Number 1, we have haste. Number 2, we have versatility. 3rd, critical strike. And 4th, mastery. Now haste is at number 1 because this can just increase your attack speed and your rune regeneration, which that just converts into pretty much you having more resources and allowing you to use more abilities quicker. 2nd, versatility, because this increases your damage and your healing done, and also decreases all damage you take. 3rd, critical strike, because this increases your chance to do 100% more damage and is converted into parry chance. We have 4th, mastery, because this increases the shield size of your blood shield, which this translates into more absorbed shields and you taking less damage overall. Now for our DPS stat priority, all we want to do is switch our versatility on critical strike. So now in 2nd, our critical strike will be in 2nd, and in 3rd, our versatility will be there. Now in our survivability focused stat priority, all we want to do is switch mastery with critical strike. So in 3rd, there will be mastery, and now in 4th, there will be critical strike. Alright guys, so here's our artifact path that we want to stick to. However, most of you probably already have the original artifact path complete, so I just want to let you guys know in patch 7.2 they did add these new paragon traits that you want to stick to. You're gonna have to go to the Broken Shore and do the quest line there so you can go ahead and unlock these, and that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and move on. So let's go ahead and move on to our talents. So in our level 56 talent category, we're gonna want to go ahead and go with either Heartbreaker or Blood Drinker. Heartbreaker, this Hard Strike generates 2 additional runing power per target hit. So with big AoE fights, this is pretty useful. However, some people also love to go with Blood Drinker on single targeted fights. This drains around 600,000 health from the target over around 2-3 seconds, depending on your haste. Rapid decomposition for level 57 is pretty much the only one you're going to want to go with. Your Death and Decay deals damage 15% more often, and while you're in your Death and Decay, you generate 1 rune power, so you want to stand in your Death and Decay. Now for our level 58 talent choice, we're going to want to go ahead and go with Ossuary. While you have at least 5 bone shield charges, the cost of Death Strike is reduced by 5 runing power. And also additionally, your maximum runing power is increased by 10%. Now in our level 60 category, Red Thirst is also one of the only choices for this one. Spending runic power will decrease the remaining cooldown on vampiric blood by 1 second per 6 runic power you spend. And for level 75, pretty much the only one you want to go with, especially on your increased movement fights. This is pretty much just making your Wraith Walk 100% longer, which is very useful. The only one you would maybe choose is Tightening Grasp, because this reduces the cooldown on Gorfine's Grasp by 30 seconds, and the decay also slows. So if you need that, go ahead and go with that on a fight. For our level 90 talent choice, we're going to want to go with Foul Bulwark or Rune Tap. Foul Bulwark is a more often chosen because each charge of your bone shield increases your maximum health by 2%. However, Rune Tap is also very viable. Consumes a rune to reduce all damage taken by 40% for 3 seconds. So you can choose between those, but Foul Bulwark is usually the one that most people choose. Now, in level 100 category, we're going to want to go with Purgatory. Unholy Pact prevents you from dying, and it pretty much just absorbs all healing, and if there's any healing absorption left at the end, you die. Alright, let's go ahead and get onto our rotation. However, because we're tanks, we don't really have a set rotation, but I can give you guys a few guidelines to follow to get you on the right path. First off, when we intro, we're going to want to go ahead and use our Merrowwind and keep it above 5 seconds to use our Oshuairi talent, which decreases the amount of running power it costs to use Death Strike by 5. So of course we're going to want to use Blood Boil on any enemies that don't have your Blood Plague Disease, which Blood Plague Disease pretty much equals healing over time, and also increases with the amount of targets that you have applied with it. So we're going to want to use that if any targets don't have it. We're going to want to use Death and Decay, and we're going to want to stand in it because of our Rapid Decomposition talent, which increases the amount of damage it does by 15%, and also increases your runic power regeneration by 1 if you're standing in it. So stand in it. You're going to want to use your Hard Strike to build up your runic power if you have 3 or more runes, or you just need to quickly build runic power. You're going to want to use Hard Strike, and to spend your runic power, you're going to want to use Death Strike. Also use Consumption in between there, which is your artifact ability, and that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and move on to cooldowns and mitigation. So first, for our mitigation, we're going to want to be using Merrowwind, which of course in turn uses your Bone Shield, which decreases damage by 16% and also increases your haste. Then after that, also we have our CDs of Anti-Magic Shell, which absorbs up to 30% of your maximum health and magic damage, which is around usually 1.5 mil depending on your health pool. Then also Dancing Rune Weapon, which is generally used as DPS cooldown sometimes. That's usually what I use it for, but it also increases your parry by 40%. Now, our most used cooldown is Vampiric Blood. This increases your maximum health by 45% and the amount of healing you receive by 30% for 10 seconds. This cooldown is reduced by the amount of runic power you spend, so it's not really 1.5 minute cooldown. It's very, very short. You can get it down very quickly. Our biggest cooldown as a Death Knight is our Icebound Fortitude. This reduces all damage we take by 30% for 8 seconds, and it's mostly used like proactively before you take a big hit or something like that. Also, if you guys have the Blood Tap talent, you're also going to want to use that pretty often. It's a 25-second recharge time with 2 charges, so it's a very large cooldown, 40% overall damage reduction. Alright everyone, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Please just leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave comments below if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, future guides. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be doing a lot more of these, a lot more content, Overwatch, all kinds of Blizzard games. If you'd like to leave a suggestion, click the bell if you want to get notifications of our next guides or our next videos, and we'll see you guys in the next one.